In 3, 2, 1. And I think we're live.
Welcome to Drunk Tech Support. I'm your host, Jason.
I'm also the host, Rich.
And Rich.
Ah, why are you gonna sound like a wet blanket?
I'm already like one beer in because of you.
Because of me?
Mm-hmm.
This was not my fault.
Not starting on time, not being prepared, not having all your equipment set up ahead of time.
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure that was all you're talking about.
Yeah. Me and my one problem with the network that I resolved. I guess I could already add that to my review of the Yoga 7.
What?
Wi-Fi sucks.
Oh, yeah.
So, Rich,
I don't think it's streaming. Hang on.
Oh, my God. This used to always be so easy.
Yeah, because we had been doing it for years.
Oh. You know who I blame?
You. Surely it wouldn't be me.
I blame you and your penchant for, like, trying to be the boss that's, like, cool and everyone's friend.
I think we're streaming.
Hey! What's up, everybody? You think.
I think. Yep. Hey, we're live. We're live.
Is it getting my audio?
I don't know. Let's take a look.
We're so professional. We have to, like, check our audio while we're recording the podcast.
Yeah. It's kind of a thing we do.
Do you have a vape, bro?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I have asthma.
You got that nebulizer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's not vaping, bro. Why can't I find our stream again? I'm having trouble here.
Let me see if it's even going. This is such an exciting beginning to our podcast.
Videos.
Welcome to Drunk Tech Support. Please hold while we mumble and try to see if our thing's working. Blah, blah, blah. You're the one that's like, I don't want any dead air.
I know, right? So you're streaming on your Yoga, and that's what the Wi-Fi issue was from?
Yes.
Interesting. I would think a newer machine would have
a brand new laptop? Yeah.
Yeah. You would think it would have like the latest Wi-Fi technology.
Maybe it's a driver problem. You know, it shouldn't even be a driver problem because this is all pre-installed.
This is true.
Device manager. Let's see.
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
that's why we can't find it.
What is this other device?
Private.
AAP server? You privated our effing. Oh, so we got
another F word because we started.
Yeah, we got our one F word. Fuck yeah.
But I'm pretty sure nobody saw anything we just did because we weren't live. So maybe we should do the intro again.
Okay, you get started this time.
Welcome to Drunk Tech Support. I'm Rich.
I'm Jay.
And let's try this again. What is this, take 5? Something like that?
I have a Realtek RTL 8852A Wi-Fi adapter. 802.11ax.
Okay, so it's a decent card, so what's the issue?
I don't know. When I was running off it, I could barely hear you.
We're immediately jumping to blame Lenovo, but maybe the issue is Windows?
I've used so many... Yeah, it could be Lenovo. Windows handling the... I have some other adapters I could try in it.
Yeah.
Let's not do that right now while we're potting.
Yeah, probably not. Not a good idea.
I also have this other device that, fresh out of the box, has this device that's not working. Oh, no, it says this work. What is an AAP server?
An AAP, like AARP?
Capital A, capital A, capital A, capital P server.
You're talking about...
This device is working properly, but it's got a big question mark next to it.
Wireless... Yeah, I have no idea. I've never heard that before. Aqua Accelerated Protocol?
What? Is it like my waterproof for my laptop? That's like a driver?
I have no idea. It's a good question.
AAP
Administrative
server.
access point. In Windows, the AAP server issue appears whenever the user plugs in an unknown Bluetooth device that is not recognized by the OS, or the OS does not have the drivers for the device to run smoothly without malfunctioning.
Okay, you don't plug in Bluetooth devices unless we're talking about a Bluetooth adapter.
Well, probably, yeah.
Which I don't have.
Well, you have it built into your Wi-Fi card, probably, because they're usually dual devices.
Well, yeah, why would they... Whatever. It's working properly, it says.
All that matters is you're online and using Ethernet.
Yay!
Obviously, it's 2022, so Wi-Fi is not, like, ready for prime time yet, you know?
No, yeah, it's just an afterthought.
It's sad, though. Like, truly,
nobody's adapting this
I have,
Wi-Fi.
like, professional-grade Wi-Fi access points in my house, and there's still devices that I have to hardwire because it's just not good enough. And you would think at this point it would be.
I know, like, Wi-Fi, like, still can't go through a wall properly. Like, you literally need line of sight.
Actually, I would argue that we're making it worse because this millimeter band...
it's even worse.
You can't get through anything.
Yeah, like, the smaller the band...
Yeah.
The worse... The faster it goes, but the less range, and it can't go through walls.
Right. Which is why you only get the Verizon ultra-wideband millimeter wave internet in the cities.
That's why I use 802.11a.
Okay.
I literally have a router for using 802.11a.
I'm drinking beer.
Oh yeah, let's just skip over what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, you drinking beer?
Yeah. Well, you know, we did our first like comeback episode last week, and neither one of us, I think, were drinking. So,
I'm always drinking.
Oh, well, I wasn't drinking. I was drinking water, actually. If you look at the show, I had water. And I do have a regular drink, a Grape Crush, but I'm bringing in some beer.
Crush. That's,
It's delicious.
very
So,
cool of you.
I had a friend send this from Texas because I miss it, because it's the best beer in the world.
And you can only get in Texas.
And I can only get it in Texas. So, my Christmas
We should start
present-
doing that. We should start, like, sending each other beers. I'll send you, like, local 603 beers.
Yeah.
You can send me some,
360.
Washington. What? 603.
360 is mine.
Oh, okay. Ah.
Yeah.
So what's the beer called again?
It's called the Temptress.
Sexy.
Yes.
I decided I was just going to get a random, because there's so many, with all a bunch of quirky names, and they're all made in New Hampshire. So I got this one called
The Cat's Meow.
The Cat's Meow by Exhibit A Brewing Company. This is not an endorsement. And it's got like a cat's butt
Oh my gosh.
for the
So can you show a butthole and still be PG-13?
Can you say butthole?
I think you can. I think you just can't say a
Ooh,
hole.
6.5%.
Oh, yeah?
That's some hardcore stuff. So,
Mine is
yeah,
9.1.
let's crack this baby open. Really?
Yeah.
The most I can find here is 8, and that's the Steel Reserve.
Eey. It's still
And,
reserved, though.
All right. So,
I actually
yeah,
saw that at the store today, and I was thinking of you.
that's my jam.
I know.
My jammy jam. Oh yeah, so we talked about before we had to restart everything. We're going through the list of curse words that we're allowed to say because we're PG-13,
Right.
and we're allowed one F word
One.
per episode.
Which,
Anything
for
more,
us,
and then we're rated R.
if you've watched the show in the past, in the olden days, that's very hard for us to do.
You already screwed it up within the first 5 minutes. The first time we started recording.
It was like the first sentence I ever said. Like, I was
Welcome
like...
to Drunk Tech Support. Wow, Rich, calm down. All right, let's try this cat's meow. We're gonna become one of those stupid like that podcast. Wasn't there the other drunk tech support podcast?
Yeah,
the guys on a leather couch.
Yeah, no, well, that was wasn't that like Dig?
I don't remember.
Back in the day,
it was a bunch of jerks
sitting
on a leather couch drinking micro.
I remember said we would. I remember when we started this podcast, we said we would never turn into that. So,
right,
let's not do that.
Speaking of, here's a microbrew I picked up down the street. That catch me up. It's kind of zesty, citrusy.
Did you go to Cumbies?
Yep.
In your car?
I went down to Cumbies in my car. All right, let's drink this and try it. Ooh, it's very
hoppy.
Ooh. It's good at first, and then it's like
it's hoppy.
It's like, why did you do that?
Why'd you do that?
He's just a boy.
Yeah. So
it also it says on the thing, catnip for people.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'm gonna get high off this.
So I just made a mention to the olden days, and
it's the before times.
The before times, yeah. We're
olden
both
days
old.
Is driving around in the trunkmobile.
We're both super old, and
young at heart.
I never wanted to admit it because I think we're both pretty young at heart, but I never wanted to admit it that I was getting old. And then last year, I was diagnosed with arthritis. So,
oh my god!
It was just in my toe and my elbow, so it was like no big deal. I'll live. Just annoying. Last week, it started in my knees.
Oh my god!
So now I can barely
walk.
The
knee pain you were telling me about that you didn't?
Yeah, I can barely walk, and like it's like bone on bone right now. They did an X-ray, and it was like
there's like no fluid cushioning.
Nothing.
Is this what we're gonna do on our show now? Just deteriorate?
Yeah.
Like give.
Welcome to Drunk Tech Support, where we just turn to dust on the air.
I slept wrong, and now I can't turn my neck for the rest of the week. That's definitely happened to me.
It sucks though. Like recovery time is a lot longer when you're old, and I don't like being old. I just don't.
I don't. We don't look old, Rich. We still look.
That's good. Let's keep it that way.
Babies. Although
I am using a Snapchat filter right now, though.
When I smile, I see all the lines and shit. But I have an O-ring for my face.
Oh,
so
like
it makes everything bright.
Snapchat lights.
The ring light, yeah. I bought it and then I have like zero use for it because it can't be in front of my face because then I can't see the screen.
Yeah, I don't really need lights in this setup.
And I don't TikTok.
I had to have 2 lights, one on each side, to brighten my room.
That's what I got right now.
But in here, I don't seem to need that. So,
what is it? Fluorescent?
Yeah.
Fluorescent, baby.
So anyway, yeah. So I'm getting old, and you'll be right behind me.
Fuck. Oh. I give away our F word. F you, sir.
Damn it. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I don't know.
It's gonna be hella hard, bro. Because that's how we talk. I thought it'd be harder with the homophobic slurs that we throw towards each other.
Well, yeah, but we're also not actually.
That's gay. You're gay. Everything's gay. Are we keeping getting gay with games with kids or whatever it was? Getting gay with
I thought we were going to do a separate gaming show.
So every one of our subjects is going to be a new podcast. This is Rich's fun idea. Our main podcast is only going to be a half an hour from now on. That's what everyone's doing. All the podcasts I listen to are half an hour. Why aren't we doing half an hour? That's great. Let's spend all of our time on a half an hour podcast.
Supplemented with our side podcasts of the little section.
Which you know we'll never get around to doing because I can barely even orchestrate this podcast.
Once we get into the flow, we'll be good.
Mm-hmm. The laminar flow. What's that flow where it's like when a viscous liquid's flowing, it doesn't look like it's moving, and then you touch it. Laminar.
I have no idea. I've never heard of that.
You've never seen it? It's freaking awesome. Let me see. Laminar flow.
Before we get too far off topic, you were talking about your yoga.
Laminar flow. Yeah, that's right. What was I talking about?
Your yoga.
Oh, yes. I'm doing a review on the Yoga 7, which I can't show you because I'm currently potting off of it. It's, I love Lenovo and I love Yogas. I love flipping the keyboard back so I can use it like a tablet. So this thing has got Mom Jean cover to the screen.
Is it actually called Mom Jeans?
No, it's called it's denim or something it's denim, but it feels like Mom Jeans. It's blue.
I got you.
And it's a very interesting cover. I've never seen
the type of blue jeans that you're gonna pull up way too high.
Yes. Remember in the 90s when women wore jeans pulled up and it looked like their butts were really long? For some reason, that's the kind of jeans.
That was the thing. I don't know why, but it was a thing.
Now it's even worse. You see girls have past their belly buttons now.
Yeah.
I miss bellies, man. I'm like a total 90s belly person.
Yeah.
Nice bellies.
There's somebody Russian in our live chat.
Das Badanya.
Yeah,
right? Is that a greeting?
I have no idea. I know nothing about Russian.
I can't see our chat. I thought you had it so we could see it.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I actually forgot.
So the Yoga 7, I like it. I spent almost $900 on it.
Jesus.
It's a Ryzen. It's got a Ryzen AMD CPU. It's got AMD Radeon graphics, which I'm actually surprised on the graphics on this thing. It's
like an actual discrete graphics card?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was playing Alien Isolation and Battlefield 5 on, not obviously in the lowest possible settings.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, this thing can play games. I'm really happy with that. I didn't want to get the cheap model. If I'm going to drop money on something, I want to make sure I get the nicest one. This has got 16 gigs RAM. Where did the picture go, Rich?
Oh, sorry. You said you wanted the live stream, so I'm working on that. And
okay, I'll continue.
Yes, continue, please.
AMD Ryzen with Radeon graphics, 1.8 gigahertz. That's not right. This definitely goes up to 5 when you're crunching it. 16 gigs of RAM, 500 gig hard drive. The one thing that sucks, it's got these soft keys. What is all that yelling, Rich?
I'm not yelling.
I keep hearing kids yelling. Are you joking?
No, I don't hear anything. Joke? There's nothing going on here.
Is that going on here?
I'm all by myself in this room.
Okay, unless my mic's picking up stuff I can't hear. I hear kids. Anyway, so the one thing that sucks on it is the keyboard is soft.
Soft to the touch, or when you touch it, it's...
You can't hear the button click, and it's not a firm press. It's like a soft press.
That's
I can't describe it.
It's like the exact opposite of a mechanical keyboard then.
Yeah, it's like they did something to soften it, and to the point where I couldn't tell if I was hitting space because I couldn't hear the clicking. Okay, there's definitely something going on at your house, Rich.
There's nothing here.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna amplify this when I'm editing it. Okay, about the spacebar. So as I'm typing, I really couldn't feel that I'm hitting spacebar, so I'm constantly double checking.
Double checking
the noise that I'm hearing on your end, Rich.
Okay, it's possible that you're picking up some of the neighbor kids outside, but I can't hear it. So
do you have the snowball on super surround?
There is no super surround setting. I don't have the one with the switch like you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's sad. Well, great. This is gonna be fun to filter out. So anyway, the spacebar I'm typing, and I keep having to look at what I'm typing to make sure the spacebar works. I couldn't feel it connecting. So I'm gonna disassemble the spacebar and see if there's something.
Yeah, just put a button. Put a button.
Yeah.
Or like a little piece of metal that clicks.
Yeah, exactly. There's So I broke the mouse space. I broke the spacebar taking it apart.
Oh, jeez.
I just bought the damn thing.
We are professionals at what we do.
Yeah. So I reconfigured the way the bars and the button and the butterfly clips were. So now the spacebar pops up. So it's actually raised above my keys, and it clicks now. I can actually hear when I
Well, that's good.
click on it. So there's some mechanism that's making the keys held down, and there's like, remember the Apple keyboard that everyone hated?
Yes, like 2 or so years ago when they came out, and everybody was complaining.
It's like
about
2015. No, 2018, 19 they came out with it.
Yeah,
and,
probably 2019, I think.
Yeah. When you push down, the amount of space from when you push the button to where it actually connects, it was like way smaller than like a normal keyboard.
Yeah.
So you never felt any push when you're typing. Like, it feels like you could blow on the keyboard, it would type.
Yeah, and that's scary because you don't want to accidentally type things.
Yeah.
Especially
if
you're doing something important like for work or something.
And everybody like complained about that. What was it, the butterfly keyboard or scissor key? They had like some new technology that everyone hated, so they went back to
and
the
they
old
went
one.
back. They did that
They
with
offered
a few
replacements.
Things. The new MacBooks, if you notice, they have HDMI out and an SD card now.
They put an SD card back on them?
Yep.
Oh my god. Why? People don't want to buy dongles?
Apparently not.
Remember when I called them McDongles?
Yeah. I'll be honest, though. I have the model prior. I have the very first M1 model. Actually, right here. And 2 USB-C. And I honestly haven't needed anything.
No. And Apple knows that. That's why they got rid of all the crap.
Yeah. Like, if I need to put it on another screen, I have a USB-C to VGA, but it's very rare that I would do that.
Actually,
Plus, I can AirPlay
USB-C.
to my Apple TV, so... Not just my Apple TV, but I can also do it to my Vizio TV and my TCL TV, because all of them support AirPlay now. So...
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't use Apple products. I hate them.
Has nothing to do with Apple. I'm talking about TCL and Vizio.
Are you saying AirPlay isn't an Apple?
No, it's their technology, but they're embedding it in the TVs.
So, blah, blah, blah. I'm right.
You know what AirPlay is? Don't act dumb.
Yeah, I got a USB-C to HDMI. That's how I'm like outputting to my screen.
Yeah.
Right now, I just actually ordered that today. Do you know that Hyundai makes hard drives?
I did not. But
look at this.
I mean, are we sure they're actually manufacturing them, or is it just a white label that was made by like Western Digital?
Hyundai Technology. So they actually have a department.
But are they the actual manufacturer? That's my...
I don't know.
Like
Well,
you would probably have to crack it open to see, because you have to see the label on the drive
Well, I'm
itself.
sure. No, yeah, they probably don't manufacture the chips, but I just thought that was weird
It is.
that they do that.
Yeah. I always find it weird when car companies do other things,
Like Yamaha.
Yeah, or Suzuki, or
Suzuki. That's what I was thinking of.
Mitsubishi.
You gotta stay relevant. Sony's gonna buy a Sony car.
Or, I mean, we could be buying an Apple car in 20 years.
Well, that's big.
I mean,
That's big news too. We didn't write down the Sony buying Bungie and Microsoft buying Activision.
Activision, man.
Who does Activision make? I don't.
They make like everything since the 70s. Like they were all the best Atari games. And
Okay, what have they done for me recently?
lots of stuff. I forget, but there's some big names.
Lots of stuff. I'm gonna look up right now.
They,
I don't know if you noticed
no. They give Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, they did the Call of Duties. Yep. Tony Hawk. They did Tony Hawk, right?
Yeah, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I take it back.
Yeah. See, you know.
I know. Do you like my? I got my Battlefield player count.
I see that. I was looking at that while you were away a minute ago.
Watching how it's gone from 100 users down to like currently 4,260.
Jesus.
That's the player base right now. That's down to people playing Battlefield.
That's crazy for a worldwide game.
just released AAA game. Day one, 100,000 people playing. That's how many have dropped off because the game sucks.
Wow.
It is insane. So I'm like following it very closely. I'll give you guys news when I get it. But currently, that's the number it stands at. I won't
Speaking
play
of major drop-offs, did you see Facebook this week?
Oh, the Facebook. Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
So that was after they did a quarterly report. And
Yeah.
They reported doing
and they
very
lost,
badly.
They lost customers for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And
their stocks went down
26% of the value of the company.
$250 billion. Now's the time to buy, I guess.
Over a quarter of their entire company value was lost in one day. It was the single biggest loss by a company in history.
And this is
in one day.
Part of this is the metaverse bullshit.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about the metaverse.
We're going metaverse. We're changing our name. It's now the Oculus.
I can tell you right now, I will never work anywhere that has meetings in the metaverse. Nobody has time for that.
That sounds like what was BB business to business? That sounds like.
I mean, their entire business plan surrounds this idea that we're gonna one day be plugged in like the Matrix on VR headsets and shit.
Dude, that's such an
It's so dumb.
Thinking. That's such an old way to think. That's like in the early 2000s. Yeah, we're going to have virtual business meetings in rooms where we have avatars.
No,
it'll be like
VR is for gaming, and that's it.
Yeah. They would show demos. It was like Second Life. Have you heard of that game?
oh
Second
yes.
Life? People having business meetings in Second Life. They're like, this is what you can do with our technology.
Yes.
So we did it.
Second Life actually was used by some major universities for teaching and doing real life lab simulations and stuff. And it did not last very long. It was
and I think
they
stopped because they got bombarded by hackers.
Well, they also didn't get anything positive from it from a teaching perspective. So
like all this fun virtual
why invest
homeschooling
money
we're doing
in
now?
something if you're not gonna
But Facebook I don't even know if it's Zuckerberg's ideas. I bet he's just like a front man now, and everybody else in the background makes all the decisions.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much just doing his little what's that, the wave surfer thing?
It's a hoverboard for water.
Yeah, some kind of hydro craft.
Everyone was like freaking out about that because of what a huge donk Zuckerberg had. He was riding on his thing, and he had 3 pounds of zinc on his face. Oh, we missed that. That was epic. That was 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah. A lot's happened, and I feel like the first few episodes are just going to be us catching up on things we haven't talked about in the last 3 years.
This is 3 years in review by Jason and Rich.
That's
fine. I can push off my reviews and stuff, so we can just make sure we cover everything.
Yeah, I do want to show off my my retro gaming setup.
Okay, Rich made a retro.
Hang on one second.
Okay. Rich built this Pac-Man table, like the ones they used to have at Pizza Hut, and when I was helping him move, it was covered in cobwebs and falling apart. Shows how much he loves it. But he was really proud when he did build it. I don't know what he's talking about now. Smack your kid. Smack your kid. Smack that bitch up.
No, actually, the problem is my kid just beat somebody up in the neighborhood, I guess.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you're raising a bully.
Well, no, he was protecting the littler kids from a bigger kid that was beating them up.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a positive thing, but it's still.
I used to be bullied when I was younger, a little kid, when I was 10.
Yeah, my kid's he's the oldest in the neighborhood, and he is very protective of the little kids. So.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah, I guess.
As long as he's not starting fights to be a bully.
No, he's not, because he knows he'd be in trouble if he did. So.
Okay.
But anyways, back to my retro gaming setup. I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I gave a brief overview of your gaming table.
Yeah, so the table. I don't know if you recall when you helped me move. But the table, we had to break the legs off in order to get it in the truck.
I was just talking about this while you're talking to your kid. I was letting everybody know.
So I never put the legs back on. I never put new legs on it. And it's just sitting, it's actually sitting like 3 feet from me right now, like right here. And I'm just not using it.
Much retro, Rich.
Yeah, it's just, it's fun, and I really like it, but I think it would be better if it was just a tabletop arcade. I mean,
is it like you, like me, like you get all these projects going, and then you realize how much space they take up once you're done?
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
It was fine in the old house because I had plenty of extra room, but, now, not so much.
And now you gotta move because your landlord sucks.
Yeah, which is terrible, honestly. But what are you gonna do? So I have a picture of it because I just looked for it and I found it.
You gotta adjust your chroma key, Rich. You got a box around you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I thought you're all into this.
I am, but we're trying to get back into the swing of things, and it's just not working very well for me.
You know what you need? You know what you need to do? Get rid of that drunk tech support above your head and put our Wicked Professional logo up.
Yes, I still have that.
I know. I was looking at it today in our files.
Nice.
So, what percentage of our old podcasts would you say we have? Are we in like
all of them?
70%? No, we're not all of them. Did you find? You said you found your podcast folder for your iTunes, and it had a bunch in it.
Yes, the finalized, like edited ones that we actually can use. Yeah, we just need to give it. No, it has like a good percentage, like at least 50% of them, but we have to go through them still and make sure there's only one F word because
Can we just no? Can we just start our show over? Just Jane the Fat Man. That's what we're gonna do.
I like what we have.
We don't do any tech support. Ever.
It was never about tech support.
So why are we called Drunk Tech Support?
Well, I mean, I say never. It was like the first couple episodes. But...
Yeah. We helped your cousin that one time. I was saying we should have a 1-800 number that we put on the screen.
We could try doing call-ins. I know we did at one point discuss doing that, but I don't know that we ever did it.
No. I think we helped DJ. We helped your cousin. We've done a couple projects. I want to do more projects.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna mod something or upgrade, I'm gonna make a video out of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, but of course I have to wait till I move because crappy landlord.
I was gonna do a computer build tonight,
Oh.
but then I was like, I wanted to use that computer for the podcast. So like I said, screw it. Did it, and then turns out I couldn't get it set up in time, so now it's just sitting there.
Nice.
It's actually hooked up to this screen here. These are gonna be my new screens behind me.
For like you can be like a newscaster.
Now in other news, yeah, that'd be
news.
awesome. I got my One Day at a Time poster. I got my Handspring sticker.
Nice.
Do you remember Handspring?
I do. They were like a Palm Pilot knockoff or something, right? Yeah.
I've been collecting Palm Pilots and restoring them. And
Nice.
One of them came new in box with all the stickers and everything. It's even got the sticker for how to write graffiti.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'll show this off at some point.
That's kind of cool. Like, I just really, and we both appreciate old technology, but like, it's getting harder and harder to hold on to things like that because servers are being taken down that control these things. And
well, no, nothing controls these things.
No. I'm not talking specifically about those. I'm just saying like things are happening. Like even like the old cell phone towers are turned off now, and
so you get an old phone, it won't work because it's not on the new technology. Yeah, that sucks.
So it's kind
of. I was totally thinking about getting an old school Nokia.
Yeah, and now you can't. You can't even do 3G soon. Like, it's just
sucks. Things get old. That's why I like.
I think
old
I'm gonna have to
technology.
go because there's a parent at my front door. So, do you want to hold on or?
Yeah, I'll hold on. Do you want to reconvene or hold on?
Yeah.
I'll babble.
Well,
I'll babble.
let's reconvene.
All right.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Maybe.
Are we good? Let me know when we're good.
Back to what we were discussing, which was retro gaming and my love
right.
for retro gaming.
Yep.
So, now that I have extra time because I'm not working multiple jobs and doing all this other stuff, I've started to get my collection and clean it up and organize it. And I've done a really good job, I think.
Very impressive, actually.
And I did pull up a picture while we were on our little break here with my son beating people up.
Autistic kids. Don't forget that part.
So this is it. This is the setup. I have a PS1, an Atari 2600,
I wish you could draw on the screen so we could make sure we know what.
a Dreamcast, a PS4, an Xbox OG, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 2, a N64, an original NES, a Wii U, a Wii, a Switch, and an Xbox 360.
You don't have you got an OG
and
Xbox.
I do have an OG Xbox, and
modded?
I just recently added. Yes, it's modded. There's no way to have an OG Xbox without it being modded. That's stupid. But anyways, up on the top shelf, I did add also a TI 99A, which is pretty awesome, but it's not in that picture.
Wait, is that the old school '80s computer?
It was.
retro?
It came out.
I had one.
Came out in
I remember I had one.
1981. It was
TI-99?
silver. It had a keyboard built
black.
in, and it had a cartridge slot on the side.
Yeah. Is like silver trim with black
Yep.
black
Here,
keyboard.
I'm showing you.
No. I had one of those.
Yeah, but I'm
And
going
I
to pull
never
it up
got
so
it.
people can
I
see
know.
it.
Okay, fine. Who cares what they want to see? This is just me and you.
Oh, is it?
Yep. That's how I see it.
Oh,
I don't,
that's right.
I don't see anything.
Google Chrome. Google Chrome for some reason will not work with window capture. I don't know why.
For copyright reasons, probably.
Probably. That's pretty much how everything is nowadays.
So I don't remember where I picked one of these up, but I was missing all the cables that went with it, so I never got it up and running.
So I actually got two of these back in the day. I sold one on eBay, and the one that I sold was missing all the keys.
How do these compare to like the TI-89
There it is.
graphing calculator?
They're much bigger and probably not as powerful.
You think they're like the same model line?
The model I have actually has full-size keys. It's not like the one that I've...
Yeah. The one I had like a real keyboard.
Yeah. Here, I have a different one.
Yep. Yeah, that's the same thing.
This
I
has
had.
the little tic-tac keys.
What do you do on it? What have you done with it? Like,
So
I was really
it has
excited to get
cartridges.
mine working.
I have a cartridge for Hangman. I have this like kind of like a Donkey Kong knockoff
That's it right there. Yeah.
type thing. Like just some really basic entry level games.
For real basic. This thing runs on basic.
Yes, it does. I do have a basic cartridge as well, so I can make my own games. And it's got like some like word processor, Excel type things. What do they call it? Productivity software. But yeah, it's
Office.
It was pretty. It was just in a box for years. And I finally decided, you know what? I have this set up now. Let me add to it.
I think 2010, like I told you about the one I found, you're like, yeah, I got one of those. I was like, whatever.
So, in addition to that, I also, and I know I've talked about this one on the pod previously, I have a Tandy 1000 HX.
Yeah, you're playing King's Quest on it.
Yeah, we played King's Quest on it in the pod way back. In fact, I showed it off in the very first episode because I remember I was listening to the first episode trying to clean it up the other day, and I mentioned it. So I've never really been able to do much with it because you had to have the floppy disks to use anything. There's no serial communications or anything on this device. Like, all I have is composite out, the CGA out, which is actually Tandy Graphics. It's just a CGA plug, the 9-pin.
CGA sucked.
And
it's like white, pink, and green.
Yeah, see, this is one step above CGA, but below EGA. So, and then that's it. I mean, there's really nothing else to it. And the floppy disks, and it has a joystick port, but I don't have the joystick. And
you could hook those up with the Atari joystick was compatible with those, and the Sega Genesis controller used the same exact.
Are you talking about the TI-99?
Yes. I don't know about the Tandy. I don't know.
No, the Tandy uses like a mini DIN, like a MIDI cable almost.
Yeah.
But the TI can.
For the longest time, like the old Atari 2600, 5600, they used the same. It was like a trapezoid plug-in.
Yeah, it's the old serial port, 9-pin serial port. Yeah.
But you could plug in your Sega Genesis controller into them. And they would function. Like, the buttons would all work the same way. It was kind of cool that they were backwards compatible like that.
Yeah.
Through time.
So, I took my Tandy, and I was looking online for, like, things I could do to enhance it, And I found this guy that made a board, and it's just a little circuit board about that big.
Yep.
And it has a connector that plugs into the Tandy expansion slot on the motherboard. And then it gives you a compact flash slot, a 9-pin serial port, and an extra 640K of RAM.
Really?
So I was like...
This isn't the 8-bit guy, is it?
No. But,
somebody else.
So I went and I bought the board, and I was like, this is going to be cool. I can't wait to get it. Well, it came in, and it was literally just the PC board.
You gotta put it together?
Oh, it didn't even have the components. It was just the board. I had to buy all the components. There was a parts list that I didn't see.
I was going to say, did it come with a list of parts?
I didn't see the parts list on the website. I just bought the board thinking it was going to come together.
That would have made an awesome video.
So I did build it, and it came out fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And
it worked right at the back. You don't have to go back.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Well, solder.
Okay, let me... No, it did not.
Okay.
Because I put the Tandy expansion card slot port on upside down. So it was on the top, and it should have been on the bottom so it could plug onto the Tandy.
Okay.
So I had to wait until a desoldering iron came in the mail because I didn't own one at the time.
Really?
And I had to desolder it.
You get that copper filament?
I tried that because I had some of that, and it was not working. I wasn't sucking enough of it up.
What's a desolderer? Like,
all right. So it has a vacuum. So you
but like
plunger,
a suction cup.
Yeah.
You arm it, and then when you hit the button, it sucks.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got one of those.
So I did that, and I got it off, and I turned it around, and I put it in, and then first try after I did.
You got it off.
It worked. And I formatted the compact flash card, and I got it to work with a generic flash card.
You put data on the compact flash card, it reads it as like a
hard
disk.
drive. It reads it as a fixed disk, yeah. So I just run fdisk in DOS and set it up.
So I'm looking for, I have a classic Macintosh SE, or FDHD or whatever. I'm looking for a compact flash to SCSI, like old school SCSI adapter. $200. And they're out of stock. There seems to be like only one manufacturer, and I got this. The 8-bit guy used to live in Texas with him.
He
does a lot of stuff like that. No, shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But the viewers may not know what you mean.
Yeah, check out 8-bit guy.
He has a great
If you like
channel.
old school, he's totally old school. He knows how to like program all these old computers and like, make programs in BASIC and stuff. And he's always like refurbishing things. But anyway, he showed a video where he got a SCSI to compact flash adapter.
Yeah, for the old Mac, right?
Yeah,
I saw that one.
The old Mac. So I've been trying to find one of those, and like they're always out of stock.
You might look and see if somebody has a kit where you can build one, because not only is it really, really cool and usually cheaper, it's
I
also a lot of
so
fun.
I
It's
don't
so
mind.
much fun.
Look what I bought. Yeah. Speaking of soldering, I bought.
Oh, I just bought one of them too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like last week
Yeah,
I bought
'cause
it at Harbor
I'm
Freight.
sick of like weighing circuit boards down with like bricks or books or whatever.
Yeah,
I want to be able to hold it while I'm soldering because. Yeah.
that's funny.
I soldered all that. So if I actually found a kit, that'd be awesome. But I found fully finished for sale, $250, out of stock.
Yeah.
It sucks. I'll have to show off my Mac on the pod. I don't know if I've done that before.
I don't think you have.
No, you know what? I did because I remember making the server bod face on it.
Yeah,
I think it was like in the background. But
that's right. I do remember that.
Yeah, I haven't done anything cool with it though.
I actually just remembered I did take photos of the board after I completed it.
Oh, you did?
So I can actually
Let me
show
see
you
it.
what it looks like.
Yeah, let me see.
Let me get it opened up here.
Let me see, you freaking nerd.
I really have been stepping up the nerdiness now that I have extra time on my hands. Of
Yeah, I don't know
course,
if we-
now that I'm moving again, my
Yeah,
free
it's
time
gonna
is
go
gone,
pack.
but, you know, what are you going to do?
I don't know if this was recorded or one of our failed recordings, but we're gonna try to do more projects,
Yeah.
project videos.
Yeah. Stuff like this board would have been great to do on the pod,
Yeah.
but, you know, at the time we weren't podding, so, you know.
I've been building like a thermonuclear bomb for my brother that I haven't showed off yet.
For his show, and it's not real.
He's working on. Yeah, no, it's a real thermonuclear bomb. He came to me one day. He's like, "Can you make a prop for my video?" I'm like, "Sure. What is it?" And he's like, "It's like a device that like transports matter." Can you explain what your device does? It transports matter between two locations.
It's like the portal gun from Rick and Morty, but
It's like the portal gun for Rick and Morty, but a box.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All
once you're done showing that, I'll show this.
So this is the board. So as you can see, I have a big, huge connector here towards the bottom of the board.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
The big
okay,
connector,
so-
it's supposed to be on the bottom. So
Get away from talking about his thing. So all these chips were independently purchased?
Yep.
They weren't all from the same location?
well, I got 90% of it on Mouser, I think is the name of it.
Yep.
Their electronics place.
I got a box. I really am interested
Yeah,
in learning about
Mouser.com.
Mouser. That sounds familiar.
They're an electronics
really-
store.
Interested in like learning IC chip, chips is redundant. IC, integrated circuits.
Mhm.
I for this project I'm working on, I actually bought I'm trying to lower 12 volts to 3 volts, not using resistors. So I actually found chips that do that.
Nice.
It's basically just a power regulator. It turns 12 volts down to 3 or 5, whatever you want.
Sweet.
And
So what are you trying to use it for?
oh yeah, this is the whole thing. So this is oh, I need the goo. A goo jar.
Well, while you're figuring that out,
There's one on your dresser as soon as you go in your room on the left.
I also, in addition to the retro gaming, and I've also gotten into 3D printing, and
Yes, that's something I gotta do.
it was all because of the Tandy, because it's missing the cover that goes over the expansion ports, and it's been missing for years and years and years and years, and I could 3D print one, and I have the plans to make it, but I'm having some issues with cooling and heating because I have my printer out in the garage and it's freezing cold. So,
Dude.
yeah, so things get cold and they shrink, and that causes
Really,
the print
Rich? You want to talk about shrinkage?
it causes the printer to screw up and not print properly. And
Right.
so I'm gonna wait.
Operational temperature.
Once I'm moved, I'll have it in the house in a environment that's not as cold, and I'll be able to print it out. But that's why I bought the 3D printer. But I've been using it for so many other things. I mean,
I gotta tell you about 3D printer, and I definitely want to get one. Can I show you this real quick?
yeah.
Okay. The prop that I'm working on Here's one of them. It's a suitcase. It looks like a suitcase bomb. There's my brother hiding over there. But it's definitely like a fully functional, like key operated
That's pretty cool.
launch button that blinks when you turn the key. It's got CPU, which is running Hollywood. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Mm-mm.
It just basically makes your computer look like it's doing all sorts of high-tech stuff.
Oh, so it's like
It's just a Linux
made for like game
app.
or for TV shows and stuff, right?
Exactly, that's what they're getting at. I programmed these not program. I wired these buttons, basically just turn on and off. Nothing fancy.
Nice. Very cool.
I got this. I don't know if you see the radio
Yeah, the signal meter.
signal out. Yeah. And everything's powered by this goo, apparently. Which is it's oil and water, basically.
Nice.
But I developed this spring switch,
Nice.
so once you put it in, it lights it up and everything.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
That is very cool.
It's not great. I mean,
It's pretty damn cool.
pretty cool for a prop, I think.
Yeah.
Everything's covered in this sparkly tape that we got at Walmart.
Yeah.
I couldn't find. I tried to do this with wood, but I don't have like a jigsaw or like a circular saw or anything in my apartment. Like I
Yeah.
got a Dremel. So I tried. Yeah, you cannot cut metal with a Dremel, which I learned.
Yeah, usually.
I embedded a piece of a Dremel.
Like the
the
cutting
disc.
blade disc?
The disc,
Yeah.
the ceramic
Oh.
disc in my forehead, and had I not
Was
been
it
wearing
was it
glasses,
to the right or the left of where I embedded the BB in your head?
It was actually right here. You didn't embed any BBs in my head. What are you talking about?
When we had that BB gun fight in our
No,
apartment?
I remember.
Oh, okay.
I remember hiding while Joe took the brunt. Wasn't it Joe?
Yeah. But
No,
Joe
it was you.
Joe
Me and
had the
got
one.
Me and Joe got in a BB fight, and you were in the middle of it because you were moving
well,
in as he was moving out.
Joe had the CO2 powered one. We had spring loaded ones. So
Mm-hmm.
his hurt more.
Yeah,
So
I remember that him
Yes.
moving out. It was like Matrix. We're like dodging behind furniture,
yeah.
John Woo style.
Mm-hmm.
Can I talk, please, real quick, about my boss being logged into my Roku? Now, I've I want to say banged my brain, racked my brain over how this is possible, and the only thing I've come to is he must be like infiltrating my network. I had this old boss. This is back in like 2017. Don was his name, and I didn't work for him that long. It was like a independent contractor type job, and I was a mess at the time. So we ended up leaving on good terms. I was just like, look, I can't do the work because I'm a mess, and I haven't really talked to him since. And all of a sudden, in 2021, I go on my TV. I go into Netflix. It's logged in as him. It's got his name. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to say his name. His name is there, and I see his selections and everything. This is a brand new TV. I did not purchase this TV back when I knew him, nor do I know or remember any of his passwords. Can you please explain how that is possible? I contacted him. Like, I took a picture. I'm like, why are you logged into my Roku, like my Netflix account? Like, took a picture, sent to him. Like, oh, that's crazy. Blah 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 blah. I logged him out and got back into mine, but like, I can't think of anything other than him being somehow connected on my network and.
Time to do a deep clean.
I got a Wireshark. I've done.
Put things in the microwave.
Yeah.
Complete wipe down.
Yeah, but that's such a weird thing because I hadn't talked to him in years.
Yeah.
And I you know what I was thinking? Like, did I save anything on his computer? No. Like
Well, even so, this is not his computer. This is your
TV.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
Like, once in a million IT fluke? I don't know, dude. That freaked me out. Like, I was like, what the hell? And I've been, like, trying to think ever since, like, what, other than him somehow having a connection to my network and accidentally
Right.
logging into my TV as him or something? Like,
Which would be creepy as fuck. A fudge.
that'd be
creepy as
yeah,
fudge.
that'd be weird. Not that I have anything to, like, check out
No,
unless he's
but
trying to mess with me, but
it's
I don't think he'd want me logged
you
into
feel
his Netflix.
violated.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Well, if you come up with any solutions, please let me know, because that's
interesting.
totally random.
Very, very random.
Okay, so that was that. I'm not gonna review the Galaxy. I'll do that some other time.
Okay.
What's this new Google icon?
So Google changed their icon.
Google? Oh my gosh, that's news. That's like super news.
It's actually shown up in my news feeds like at least 6 times in the last 24 hours. So
Breaking news! Google changed their icon.
I don't understand why it's such big news, but there's literally no difference. They have only changed, like, there's no gradients where they used gradients before, and they used a different hexadecimal red than they did
Do you have
before.
a side by side?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to show it here in a second.
Okay, because I was looking
It's
it up right
it's so ridiculous. Like,
now. Oh, okay.
I was reading the article and I'm like, okay, I don't see the difference. And then I went and actually finished reading it and I was like, oh, interesting.
What? They made the internal circle bigger.
Yeah. Not really.
This is the first change in 8 years, people.
8 years, they say. They say.
So it's a minor. This is not newsworthy.
I didn't think so either, but
The inner circle is bigger. The colors are like brighter.
yeah, not even. Well, no, actually, the color brightness hasn't changed at all. All that changed is they don't have a gradient anymore, where they had a gradient where it kind of faded into the next color before.
Oh, is that what that looks like? Artifacting.
So
doesn't look
yeah,
like-
it does. It just looks like nothing to us, but
Yeah.
that was the difference.
There's a 1 hour and 41-minute podcast about it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here it is. So this is the newest one on the far right.
Oh my god, that's so 2008.
Yeah. So we went from this like cartoony, like almost anime version in 2008 to this blocky, terrible circle in 2022.
Simple but embossed
Yeah, I
circle
guess.
logo.
There's really no difference. Let's face it. There's nothing that's changed.
No.
It's the
Okay,
same damn
the
logo.
the center is more blue and it's larger. And apparently,
I don't
they
think
got
it's
rid of
larger. I
some-
think it's an optical illusion.
Is that what it is?
I think.
Hold
I want to measure it now.
I have a. I was just hanging up. I was actually just hanging up these screens, so I have a level.
Oh.
So let's see. Level. You're right.
Just an optical illusion.
I think because this is even and they're both lining up perfectly. Yeah, you're right. It's just a different color. It's like darker blue. I'm not sure about the wideness, like the wideness of the blue in the circle, but wow, Google, you're really innovating.
That is very innovative. That's like
First-
Apple level innovation.
That is, dude. Apple, like, oh my god. First they get rid of their Do No Evil logo. Now this.
The Do No Evil. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that
it's
was-
suddenly missing from all of their company paperwork. Like,
Our company logo and motto, our mantra is Do No Evil. Now, skip 20 years later.
it's
What?
try not to be evil. That's the new one.
It's
Absorb as
much information as you can and sell ads. You know, that's not evil.
you know, at least they've hedged
You are
their
not-
bet. Like they're not.
You hate Google, like you want to.
Yeah, I don't really like Google, but I like them more than Facebook, and I love both of them more than I love TikTok.
Oh my god! Don't get me started about TikTok is cancer.
Yeah,
It is
that I found out yesterday. There's a kids version for people under 13.
Isn't TikTok that? I don't know anyone over 20 on TikTok.
I do. I know a lot of people that use it.
Have you watched TikTok videos?
Yeah, so I had it for a little while, and then I deleted it off of all of our devices because I wanted nothing to do with it after I found
Do you
out.
remember when we were like confused and like belligerent over Snapchat?
Yeah.
I don't get how this new technology
And
works.
ironically, I actually understand it now, and I use it quite a bit.
Yeah. Now we're like TikTok. TikTok is like cancer, dude. That's all I can say.
TikTok, get off my lawn!
Damn you, TikTok! It's like
It's terrible.
can't-
It really is.
I can't put it in the words. Maybe I should like sit down and like try to articulate how I feel about it. But can I say unrelated to TikTok, which is cancer? I think I've said that. These NFTs and cryptocurrency and all that bullshit. I can't get a goddamn graphics card because they're fucking 2,000. Oh no, I used our second F.
Oh, no.
We're gonna have to bleep that one, or bleep the first one.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
I can't buy a graphics card because they're $2,000 because they're either bought up by scalpers or they're being used for mining.
So I did
Crypto
watch a podcast recently where they were talking about how, was it Intel? Don't quote me on the company that's doing it. I think it was
Yeah.
Intel, though, that's coming out with a CPU specifically for people that are mining. Like
Oh, good.
It's made for mining. And if it's as good as it's supposed to be, it should alleviate some of the need for graphics cards because,
God.
they can do it right there on the CPU.
Yeah. For like the past 3 years, it's been
It's been
impossible.
a nightmare.
Yeah, I see people online. I see people online selling crypto rigs for mining
Yeah.
with like 6 GPUs in them for like $15,000.
Yep. And it's
And,
like almost impossible to make money.
Yeah, you're like you're getting fragments.
Yeah.
of-
I mean, if it
crypto
wasn't
at this
for
point.
the Chinese farms that are, farming Bitcoin 24/7, and it wouldn't be worth it. And even then, the power consumption is not worth it.
I was just
most
saying,
of
not
the
to mention the environmental impact. That's why
Yeah.
everyone's like, I don't know if you want to get into NFTs, but people are like, you're paying money for this. And
Yeah,
you know how
I don't
much, like,
understand how they got so popular so fast. Like, even
that-
cryptocurrency didn't take off as quickly as NFTs
it's
did.
FOMO, dude. FOMO.
Maybe, and it's because there's a lot of celebrities that have picked up on it, and
Yeah, I just saw today
It's-
there was some celebrity that was like pimping. Who's the chick that's married to Iron Man? The Iron Man movie.
you know me. I don't
Gwyneth
know.
Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh.
Was pimping some artist, and I looked at the photo. I'm like, and everyone goes, "I can just copy your JPEG. Now I have it. You paid $15,000 for that."
Yeah,
I just
it's
hit
really the
control.
way I think of it is, it's like if you buy sports memorabilia and you get a
Yeah.
certificate of authenticity with it. That's what the
Yeah.
NFT is. It's proving
Yeah.
that that's the authentic one.
I can see that working for video games, where they're saying you could resell your video games.
Yeah.
If you have some system that says yes, you own this copy of this game,
Yeah.
and you can use that system to like sell it down the road.
So you're
it
saying
becomes
NFTs
somebody-
should be used as the new DRM?
I don't want DRM for anything, dude.
You're basically arguing
I'm
for it. though.
I'm not arguing for DRM. No. Can I just say how much I like our moving background?
Oh, I love it.
I can't believe it took us this long to do this.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're stupid.
We're wicked professional.
Wicked professional. Did we spell professional right?
I don't remember. Yeah, we did.
Professional. Professional? Okay, sure, whatever.
Pretty sure.
NFT. I should have Carl back on our show because he jumped on this bandwagon.
I actually talked to him the other day. He got a promotion, and I congratulated him.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
But
weird.
we should have
'cause
him on the show.
He was my friend first. We should have him on. He can explain NFTs more because he's been making them.
Yeah. I know a few people that have been. Not anybody I would like to have on the show, I don't think. But
We should make our
but
podcast
Carl,
in
I'm
a-
on board with. He could totally.
Okay. Even though I said he was the worst guest ever in one of the episodes he was in, we should make our podcast NFTs.
No.
Yeah, you got $15,000 for one episode of our show. We should make an NFT episode.
Nobody is going to buy one of our episodes.
One NFT episode, Rich. They will buy it because they don't want to miss out on it.
I have seen the biggest use of it, at least in what I've observed, is artists, like actual like artwork.
Yeah.
They're actually selling as an NFT.
But have you seen some of the artwork that's being bought?
Yes.
Like
Oh
literally.
yeah, like little pixel
gifts.
arts and stuff. Yeah,
Gifts.
yeah. I didn't
Like-
say it was legitimate. I just said that's the
like
biggest
Nyan
use.
Cat.
Yeah.
I understand, I guess, if it gets artists money.
Yeah, especially because artists are historically underpaid for their art. I mean,
Oh yeah.
whether it's music
And-
or painting or whatever, they're always underpaid.
I understand it, but I'm just at the same time, it has to do with like the mentality that I've always had. What was you just hawking a lug?
I just threw a beer.
I thought you were like,
Oh.
um,
I threw my beer in the trash.
oh, okay. The thought I've always had when I was super poor was, I'm not gonna pay for this anyway. I'm gonna download it.
I think we all
know.
had that thought back in the day, like
Yeah,
especially
Well, I'm-
before streaming services. But
yeah.
there's a
Well,
curve, there's a bell curve there, because the streaming services have just become absolutely ridiculous. There's hundreds of them.
So fragmented, so
And we're paying
saturated.
more than we ever paid for cable.
I'm back to torrenting.
Yeah, and
I'm like, I'm
I
not
actually
paying for
there
this.
was a podcast I listened to a week or two ago on the way to work that was arguing that this is what's happening. People are turning back to torrenting because they've saturated the market.
It costs more than cable if you want to have
Exactly.
all your different services.
Yep.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we ended up kind of screwing ourselves as consumers because we
need to
said
make
we
a Star
want it
Trek episode.
online, and now it's all
Yeah.
online, but we're paying
No.
more than we did for.
because every company's like,
Cable.
give us our property back. We're gonna become our own Paramount Plus, Showtime Plus, Apple
Mhm.
Plus, Netflix, Hulu. Everyone's got their thing, and they're
I
doing their
do
original.
appreciate companies like Verizon though that are giving away streaming services free with your cell phone service.
Yes,
like,
the only reason I have
I appreciate
because
that.
I have T-Mobile.
Yeah, me too.
It came with it. I'm like, all right, cool.
So I have the package that I get for free with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. And
I don't know what
it's
somebody
nice.
must have gone down and figured out what if you got all the streaming services, what that would cost.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's got to be way higher.
But then
than
there's
cable.
even other ones that are like spinning off now, like Curiosity Stream and Nebula, and like if you want to watch educational stuff, they're trying to drive you to those.
History Channel streaming online.com.
I mean, it's
Hold on.
it's out of control.
List all streaming services. Dun, dun. Hulu, Prime, Disney, Peacock, ESPN, CBS All Access, Crunchyroll, DC Comics, Quibi. Remember Quibi?
Yes,
That was supposed to be a thing.
it was.
That failed. That was at like 10-minute things, right? That failed because of the pandemic.
Yeah,
And they were like stupid. HBO Max, Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Disney, YouTube Premium. That's still a thing.
and the
Peacock.
costs of things keep going up too. Like Hulu's gone up and Netflix has gone up.
Oh, yeah.
Prime
yeah,
is now $140 a year. I'm never going to use
Yeah.
it. I'm canceling my Prime. I've had it
I
for
heard-
20 years, and I'm canceling it.
I saw your post about that, and I was like, "Damn it! I just renewed because it's automatic."
Yeah, well, if you just
Showtime.
renewed, you renewed at 120,
Stars.
but next year it'll be 140.
Exactly, which I'm probably gonna Apple TV Plus, Quibi, DC Universe has
Yeah.
their
Oh,
own
yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
$74.99. Crunchyroll, which I've actually subscribed to because I was looking for an anime that I watch. $6.95 a month.
And see, the
Acorn TV.
joke's really on us because to have these, you have to pay for the streaming service. And then you still have to pay for cable so you have internet so that you can watch the streaming
That's
service.
true. Yeah, you got to pay for your internet. Have you heard Acorn TV is an array of popular BritBox. It's going like all over the place.
So they literally gave us what we wanted. They gave us the convenience of streaming and on-demand
Shudder.
TV. Yeah, that one's horror.
Shudder's $4.99 per month.
It's horror specific.
Mubi. They can't spell movie, so they're like Mubi.
Yeah.
Mubi collection, $10.99 a month. That's it? No, there's a next. No, there's way more than that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
Redbox has got a service. I know. Like,
yes,
there's so many.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah, if you were to get all of them, even if you were to get the most popular ones, you're still
It'd be like
spending
$500
more.
a month.
You're still spending more than you would have spent on cable.
Yeah.
So
Netflix used to be where it's at.
yeah,
And
I mean,
then everyone started.
Cable. Legitimately, I do actually have cable now for the first time in a long time. But it was cheap here for some reason compared to where I was at before. So I have cable, but it's a streaming box. They don't even give you a cable box anymore. You have a streaming box that you plug into your Ethernet. And that's where you get your cable. You hit the guide button just like you always did and go through your channels.
Your cable goes into your modem.
Yep.
Your modem goes to your router.
And
your router goes to your cable box now.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have this little streaming box from Xfinity, and it just it has all the other apps too, so I can do Netflix and everything on it. But I also have the guide and live TV. So
I got a smart TV. I actually started using Plex again. I'm like, I'm gonna go back to all my torrented shows that I have had over the years. Not that I torrent, but I've come into own a lot of these shows that I don't need to pay for anymore.
yeah.
And I just watch them on my freaking
The thing
computer.
that what really upsets me too is like you get like there's some stuff that I just watch over and over again for like background noise, like
Yeah, me too.
The Office and like Star Trek and like the old Star Treks, like Next Generation and Voyager. Like I'll just have them on for background noise while I'm doing other things, and like they keep changing the service that they're on. Like, you
like
can't
Star
watch this
Trek-
on Netflix anymore.
Star Trek's on Netflix, but now Paramount Plus is sucking that up. You're not going to be able to see it anymore. Oh, by the way, we're making 20 new Star Treks instead of making one good one. We're going to make 20 shitty ones.
And they're all going to be only on Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
So,
and we need to do a Star Trek news segment show because I got so much to say about that.
Yeah, I actually have some stuff to talk about too on that, so we should do that this week.
Okay, this week we'll do it because we're not doing it on the show anymore.
Right.
Nope, we're doing it as its own thing.
I broke the fourth wall.
No, Rich, the facade has been ruined. Yeah, that's why I have a solid wall behind me.
Well,
See,
I
this is
can't
all
get
real.
a solid wall where I'm at right now, so.
Right, you are a solid wall.
But
Anyway, I feel like you should be like, let's end the show because I feel like it's been more than half an hour. I'm happy that
it's been an hour.
I'm happy that we've gone past that. I don't think a half an hour is a feasible time frame.
If it's
for
not,
a
it's
stupid
not.
show.
I just thought it might be a good idea because I figured
I'm willing to work with you 45 minutes. I will work for 45 minutes. Half an hour, no, it's too small of a show for all the things we have to say.
Fair
You got a lot
enough.
to say, Rich.
I don't have much to say. No one listens to me anyway.
Okay, great. So we'll do a. You still want to do a gaming thing?
Yeah, we should.
All right. Well, let's stop now so we can do that. And okay, so how's that gonna? Are we
So
gonna have separate,
how about
are
we
have
just end the
separate
show? How about we just end the show, and then we'll talk about it offline.
But what?
Thanks for
How do I do
watching.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Oh.